Hi, I'm Heather from Baby Bump and Beyond, and today I want to show you how to make this really awesome chunky knit blanket using a knitting loom. What you will need for this project is the Martha Stewart Knitting Loom Kit, 6 skeins of number 6 bulky yarn, and scissors. I'll be posting a link below so that you can find all these items easily. So I've set up my knitting loom, my Martha Stewart knitting loom, and I have the 2 long pieces right here. These are the longest pieces in the kit. And then the 2 4-inch pieces, the 2 2-inch pieces on the sides. Make sure you can see that. And then the 4 corner pieces. So you can play around making this thinner or longer, and I think that this setup is perfect for how I like it. So to make a slip knot, wrap it once, twist, and pull through. So you're going to tie that to one of your side pegs, and that's just to hold it. I like using the double knit technique for the loom. So you're going to just come up here and go over the first peg, and, this way, around and up. And then you're just figure eighting it all the way across. And down, up, around, down. And make sure that it's crisscrossing right here in the middle. That's what's going to hold your knots together. So. So we've made it all the way to the end, and now we're going to backtrack, go all the way back the same way. And so it's helpful if you push all these down and then go back. And you'll follow the same lines all the way back to the other side. Now that I'm back onto the side, I'm just going to tie it off on the end here. And then you're going to take, so you're going to see on the side here that you have 2 of your yarn. So we're just going to go up and over on each one, all the way across. And just let them be loose in the middle. So this is a loose, chunky knit. So like I said, you can play around with how thick, or rather how wide you make your loom, your knitting loom. And that'll determine how much space there is in between the rows of knots. So if you do a shorter, or I guess a thinner space in between, then you're going to need to use more skeins of yarn because it's not going to be as wide. Okay, so I have that whole row done. I'm going to come over to this side and do the exact same thing. I find that if I'm doing it, watching TV and doing this, it's easier to do it with my fingers, and then I'm sure not to pick up the top one as well. So I like to move these all kind of towards the middle, just combing through it with my fingers, and then push them all down. Same thing, go around, all the way, so up and around, and you're making sure that there's an X in between so that you're crisscrossing, so you have something that to hold the knots to. And you just follow your lines back and forth all the way until you're done. Now that I'm all the way to the other side, I'm going to wrap around this peg just to hold it tight for me. And I'm going to do just like I did before. Take these lower loops and just pull them up and over the top. Pretty easy once you get the pattern down. I'm just doing this other side with my fingers. This is the start of your blanket, and you'll be surprised at how wide it actually becomes. There you go. And now that you have the pattern down, it's just a matter of repeating it back and forth until you're done. So now that I've come to the end of my first yarn ball, I'm going to take my second color here. So I'm going to take these two ends and I'm just going to tie it in a knot. And make sure that you get it really tight. And you can cut as close to the knot as you want. And then keep on looping. Okay, so I've come to the end of my yarn ball once again. So I've done one gray and one of the white. And now I'm going to do what I'm calling the unicorn hair or purple color. And I actually already started the purple and I didn't like how thin it was compared to this other brand that I'm using, even though they both say that they're a super bulky number 6. So I am going to do 2 strands, so both balls at the same time. So take a strand from each, and then just like we did before, tie in the color. Pull it tight so it doesn't pull out of your blanket. And just cut off the excess. Okay. And some of it fell out, but you just keep on going with your same pattern, and then you just want to make sure that you're getting both strands of yarn as you're doing this all the way across. Which gives you a thicker yarn altogether. And you could do this for the whole thing if you wanted a specific color and they don't have it in the super bulky yarn. You could take anything really and do it, use multiple strands of it at a time. So now that my knitting is done, I can cast off, which is just fancy for taking it off the loom. And I don't like that my yarn ended before the end of the blanket, so I'm just going to take this last one off so that the last one is going to be perfectly lined up. So to cast off, you're going to start from your opposite end, pull this one off, put it over, and then instead of going up and over like you have been for all the other ones, we're going to go excuse me, under the one we just put on and pull this one through. And again, under and pull the one that's on the bottom, you're going to pull that one through and take it to the other side. So again, under, pull it up, and onto the other. Under, oops, up, and onto the opposite peg. That all the way across until you come to the end. Alright, so I'm on to my very last peg here. And just take the under one, lift off. Now we are done. So I'm just going to clip this over here. And now you can take this, I'm just going to pull a loop through right here and then tuck it down in before making a knot so that I don't have an ugly knot at the corner of my blanket. So just follow along with this. And I think I'll just make one down here. Pull it tight, clip it, tuck it back in, and there you have it. All done. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you love your new blanket, and feel free to tag me on Instagram or Twitter at BabyBumpBeyond and show me what you made. Bye everybody.
Yeah, bye.